Hello, grade 3 leaders. Hope you're fine. Today we are going to read a story about a 9-year-old boy who saves energy and helps the people in his city with his amazing bicycle. Let's start.
Page 98. Read. Hector the Energy Saver. Hector Morales was not your normal 9-year-old boy.
Hector, come and eat your breakfast.
But Mom, I have to go out and help people save energy.
Eat your breakfast first, young man.
What does Hector help people do? Hector helps people to save energy.
The phone rang. It was Mr. Big from the big company.
Hector, our company needs to find ways to save energy. Can you help us?
Yes, sir. I'll be there right away.
Why does Mr. Big call Hector? He calls Hector to help him find ways to save energy in his company.
After breakfast, Hector quickly put on his mask and cape, made from old curtains from Uncle Jack's bedroom. He ran outside to his bicycle, Lightning. Lightning was not an ordinary bicycle. It had bells, recycled whistles, and fancy buttons. It had pedals made out of old potato mashers and a seat made from an ironing pad.
Why is Hector's bicycle not an ordinary bicycle? It is made of recycled elements such as whistles, fancy buttons, potato mashers, and an ironing pad. So this means that Hector doesn't throw anything away. He reuses old things to make new things.
Let's help Mr. Big save energy, Lightning.
The boy and bicycle sped off into the city.
How does Hector go from place to another? He goes by his bicycle. What does he call his bicycle? He calls his bicycle Lightning.
On the way, Hector noticed that something was wrong. A long line of cars, trucks, and taxis stood still on the road. It was a traffic jam. Hector saw an ambulance stuck among the cars. He rode Lightning along the bicycle path and up to the ambulance.
My wife is going to have a baby.
Have no fear. I can help you.
So, what problem does the man in the ambulance have? The man in the ambulance wants to carry his wife to the hospital. She's going to have a baby. But there is a traffic jam on the road.
Hector pressed a button on Lightning. Bang! Wham! Lightning was now a helicopter. He connected a cable from Lightning to the ambulance. Hector jumped on the bike and began to pedal. The blades that once held an umbrella together were spinning up in the air. The helicopter went high into the sky, carrying the ambulance with it.
So how does Hector help the man in the ambulance? He presses the fancy button and it changes his bicycle into a helicopter that carries the ambulance over cars to the hospital.
As they went over the cars, Hector shouted to the people below.
Carpools reduce traffic jams and save fossil fuels. You can also take the train or the subway.
Thank you, Hector.
So, using carpools, trains, and subways can save energy.
After he dropped off the ambulance at the hospital, Hector rode Lightning to the big company. Elevators and escalators were everywhere, carrying people up and down.
you for coming, Hector. My company needs lights and elevators, but they use a lot of energy.
Let's go to the roof, Mr. Big.
But there's nothing on the roof.
Exactly.
What is Mr. Big's problem? His company's lights and elevators are using lots of energy, so he wants to save energy.
The roof was hot and sunny.
The sun gives us lots of heat and energy. You can put solar panels on your roof. They'll make electricity to help run your lights and elevators. Solar water heaters can give your company hot water for washing and cleaning. You can be an energy saver too.
Excellent ideas, Hector. You're a hero.
How does Hector help Mr. Big to solve his problem? Hector asks Mr. Big to use solar panels that can produce electricity for the company's appliances.